All right, back for another beer review, and today is Wednesday, which of course means it's time for another Western New York Wednesday here on the channel. And today I'm going to be doing a comparison review of two beers from the Fifth Frame Brewing Company, and they're out of Rochester, New York. And we have their Fix and their Sour Fix. So Fix is what they are calling a modern day dark cream ale. Comes in at 4.8% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed at the time of review. This beer is just over 2 months old. Meanwhile, Sour Fix is this beer, but it's kettle soured, and they add raspberries. Comes in at 5% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed at the time of review. This beer is just over 6 weeks old. So I thought I would do a comparison between these two beers because obviously you have the base beer and you have the sour version with raspberries. I just wanted to kind of see, what we had going on and what the difference would be between the two. Now, full disclosure, I've had this beer on tap at the brewery. I had it as part of a flight and I really dug it. They're saying it's a modern day dark cream ale. I mean, whatever the hell that means. It really gave me like English mild or even like German style Schwarzbier characters. Like it was light, but it had like some chocolate and a little bit of like coffee. It was quite tasty, so I picked up a 4-pack of this. I hit up the brewery again a couple weeks ago, and I picked up a 4-pack of this, and I thought it'd be fun to do a comparison, so here we are. So anyway, let's try to do the Matt over at Massive Beer Reviews double pour. I'm sure I'm gonna fuck this up. I did it with the, what beer? Was it the Celebration IPA? I did the, trying to not crack these open, because I mean, these are always filled to the brim. We're gonna try the double pour, here we go. Done there, and yeah, look at that, a 75 finger head. Yeah, double pour failed again. Actually, it's the first time I failed on the double pour, but it won't be the last. Anyway, so yeah, that's, I poured them out totally even. Look at that, beautiful. But anyway, let's take a look at the base one first. So the base one has this deeper brown color, about a, I don't know, 85 finger head. It's a light tan. It's about 3 fingers, honestly. Some tightly compacted bubbles, some bigger bubbles as well. But yeah, if a modern day dark cream ale existed, I guess it would kind of look like this. Anyway, turn this around, put it over here. The sour version with raspberries, yeah, that has a really nice, I'm gonna say straight up like dark red into purplish tinge to it. It had about a finger of a light pink head that dissipated to a thin film, probably because of the fruit. Yeah, that looks nice. Two completely different beers in terms of the looks. If you turn them around here and you show them both, yeah, this one's definitely lighter and more of, like I said, a deep red into purple, and this one's a dark brown. Anyway, let's get a nose on them. Yeah, so that's kind of what I remember about this one when I had it on tap. It has this underlying like grassy, almost grainy component to it, but then there's like nuances of chocolate and coffee and like caramel. It smells really nice and so unique. I mean, like I said, the style doesn't exist, but it probably should based on this beer. Yeah, it just smells really, really nice. Anyway, let's get a nose on the sour version. Yeah, so this is jam, straight up raspberry jam. Holy shit. So I get it. They took this beer, they kettle soured it, probably with what, lacto, whatever else they throw in there, and then a ton of raspberries. Bumped up the ABV by 0.2% to 5, and the raspberries are screaming. The base beer, non-existent. There is definitely a tart, borderline sour aspect to the nose, but it's just straight on jammy raspberries. That smells fucking delicious. This one though smells kind of how I remembered it and delicious in its own right. So let's get into it. Cheers. Yeah, it's nice. Listen, this beer itself isn't gonna blow anybody away. No one's gonna drink this and be like, oh my God, this is a game changer. But it's so easy to drink and really tasty. Yeah, this one just has like, I would say leaning more towards like an English mild because it has like caramel and toffee and like almost biscuity tones. But then you're getting the underlying cream ale aspect, which is more of like a grainy, grassy note as well. 4.8%, it's like higher side of light body. It does have a slight smoothness to the mouthfeel, but there is enough carbonation to let you know that it is a cream ale of some sort. It's so easy to drink. Like, this is a beer that if they had distribution and this was available to me in the Western New York area, I'd probably have, well, in the Buffalo area. It is available in Rochester, in the Western New York area, but it's brewery only. If they had this available in stores and stuff, I'd probably pick up a 4-pack of this regularly just to have in the fridge. I think your seasoned craft beer drinker could appreciate it, but also your non-craft beer drinker could drink it and not hate it. At least that would be what I would think. And what the fuck do I know? Not much, but that's my opinion on it. Let's get into the sour raspberry, or the sour fix, which is Kettle sour with raspberries. Cheers. Straight on raspberry jam. I'm really digging that. So the first thing I can say is that this feels, all right, how do I say this without saying ridiculous or sounding ridiculously stupid? This has like a syrupy finish to it, like a jammy, like after you've had like a soda pop, maybe a fruit juice, you have that film on the back of your throat, like a phlegm that has like a syrupy component. But when you're drinking it, it's quite thin. So I think this is actually, body-wise, this is like straight up light-bodied as opposed to this, which is higher side. But it has that finish that is reminiscent of something you just drank was quite jammy or syrupy. I know it sounds stupid. As I'm trying to describe it, I know how stupid it sounds, trust me. I could not tell you in the least that this beer has the base in it. Like, there's no discerning qualities from this one that I can taste in this one. This one just tastes like a straight up kettle soured beer with raspberries in it. It's all the jammy raspberries that you want. This isn't on the level of like a 450 North fruit smoothie Berliner Weiss or the Answer popsicle series or anything like that. This is just a really well, this almost has like it's almost like a Berliner Weiss just with a lot of fruit, but not to the the smoothie style that like 450 North produces. It just has a nice jammy character to it. I would also say this is tart and not sour. I call it sour fix. It has a slight tartness. It's not a mouth puckering sourness, which is really nice. Makes it infinitely more drinkable. Between the two, what one do I enjoy more? I don't think, even though I'm doing a comparison review, I don't think it's fair to compare these two. This one is for a completely different, I feel like, beer drinker than this one. Not saying that you can't enjoy both of these, because I certainly do, but I feel like they're aimed at two different markets of individuals. I would say, like I said, if you like lighter drinking beers, if you're into English milds, if you're into lower ABV, flavorful beers that aren't overly complex, this is your jam. If you love fruited sours, this is your jam. Rating-wise, this is where, again, ratings don't matter. I know a lot of my fellow beer tubers out there, friends of mine, they don't really rate anymore, and I can understand why, because in this situation, like right now, no matter what I give these beers, like, I'm gonna sound like I don't like them as much as I do. But regardless, I like to rate because I rate for myself, not for you. Always keep that in mind. The rating is for myself, not for you. Hopefully I've done a good enough job explaining to you how much I like or dislike a beer in the midst of a review. I know I'm not a great beer tuber, so sometimes I fail at that. But in this situation, just let it be known that I do enjoy both of these beers. Rating-wise, for the regular fix, I would give this a straight 3.75 out of 5. It's just a solid, well-made beer. Like I said, it's more akin to an English mild, maybe borderline German-style Schwarzbier, but I really do enjoy the simplicity to this one, in addition to the fact that I think you introduce this to somebody who's a non-craft beer drinker, and they probably would enjoy it. Maybe not, though. The Sour Fix, on the other hand, I would give that a straight 4 out of 5. I love fruited sours, so I'm biased in that aspect. I've mentioned this before, and I just love the jamminess to this one. I love that it's an easy drinking light beer. I do dig the fact that it's tart and not sour, so I can drink multiple cans of it. So regardless of what I say, I enjoy both these beers quite a bit. And if you're in the Western New York area, specifically the Rochester, New York area, check out Fifth Frame. Don't think they have any more fix, but I hope they release this again. They did have sour fix as of a couple weeks ago. They might still have some. I enjoy both of them. Anyway, time for the Cuvée, aka that Covey. Let me drink down a little bit of this and then we'll mix them. Close enough. We'll give it a little bit of a pour here. Dusty Road coming to the forefront. Now, the only reason I do cuvées is because I feel like if you don't, it's a lost opportunity. Let me cleanse the palate real quick. All right, let me give a nice swirl here, get the beers intertwined, get a nose on it. It doesn't smell great. Honestly, that did not work well in the nose. You're almost getting, well, not you, but me, I'm almost getting this musty, like rotten fruit character. You're getting the base of the fix, but then like there's this musty, rotten berry note to it. Yeah, doesn't smell great. Let's get into it. Cheers. Fuck. I hope it tastes really good. Yeah, way better in the taste. It actually works quite nice. Yeah, so right up front, hit with that base fix character where, again, a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of caramel and toffee, grassiness, earthiness, gratiness. But as it passes the palate, that nice jammy component comes to the forefront. Yeah. Wow, this is good. Yeah, definitely do. If you have both of these in cans, do a cuvée. Let me know what you think. Yeah, this is actually working quite well. I'd give the rating in the cuvée at least a 4, maybe a 4.25. I think I'm enjoying this just as much as I did the sour fix, but definitely more so than the base. Wow, that's really nice. There's a more complexity to this one, more going on, more to think about, but at the end of the day, it's just very delicious. So anyway, that was sour fix and regular fix. Did a cuvée. We did each of them individually, and I will say that I dig what Fifth Frame does. I like that they came out with something like a modern day dark cream ale, kind of a weird style, just to think up and just be like, let's do a cream ale, but add some darker malts and stuff, and just see what how it goes. And I think they did a pretty fucking good job. So appreciate you guys stopping by for another Western New York Wednesday. Be on the lookout next week for another installment. I really do like doing Western New York Wednesdays because kind of get the word out of beer in Western New York. A lot of good beer being made. And if you do watch the channel and you are in the Western New York area, I truly do appreciate it. And hopefully some of my Western New York Wednesdays have influenced you to at least try out a beer or maybe stay away from beer regardless. Hopefully these are educational to an extent. I know a lot of the stuff I say is just my opinion. Actually, all the stuff I say is my opinion. But if it helps you in any way deciding what to pick up locally, I hope it does anyway. I don't know. I'm just rambling now. Am I hammered? I might be. I don't know. I'm going to shut it down. Till the next one. Cheers.